Many people believe America's young workers are destined to fail if we do absolutely nothing and just stay on the current course that we're on. But I don't believe that it's hopeless. I think we can do some things, but we've got to take action. We've got to work with the next generation to make sure that they are getting the education that they need and that they engage in collective efforts to change the political and economic situation that they are finding. The basic problem for young workers is that there's a jobs crisis, and that crisis has two parts. The first part is we're not creating enough jobs. We need between 13 and 15 million jobs between now and the end of this decade just to get back to where we were before the end of the recession. We've recovered some of those jobs, but we've had labor force growth, and we need to accommodate that. So that's problem number one. Problem number two is we need to improve the quality of jobs. We've had about 30 years of stagnant wages, essentially flatlining earnings for the average worker. And if we want to really improve the job opportunities for young people, then we've got to get wages moving in the right direction again. Some of us call that rebuilding or creating a new social contract for the next generation. Because in the past, we did have a social contract in the United States where wages and productivity moved in tandem from the end of World War II through till about 1980. And ever since then is when we have been having this problem with wages and slower job growth. So we've got to turn that around, and it starts with education, but it's going to take more than education. It's going to take lifelong learning. So employees, while they are working, are continuing to get the skills updated that they need for a changing economy and a changing set of technologies. Finally, if we really want to make progress, then we're going to have to rebuild our institutions in the labor market. That means firms are going to have to be more responsive to workers and start to invest in skills again. And we're going to need to invent a new generation of labor organizations to make up for the ones that have been declining over the last 20 or 30 years. We can't go back to the old ones. The old ones worked well in the 20th century, but today we need ones that help workers find the new jobs, make sure that they have the skills to compete in the labor market, and then help them to utilize those skills on the job. If we do those things, I'm convinced we can improve the social contract, we can improve the job opportunities, and create careers for the next generation.